we can sometimes think to ourselves, man, I wish I liked to do this. Man, I wish I could be someone different. I wish that I looked like someone else. I wish I could do something else. I wish I could not being happy in the present. And I was looking on Pinterest and I came across this thing that said, you are living an answered prayer. You are living an answered prayer. And I feel like it's now just really hitting me because we always want what we don't have. We always want the things that aren't now. We always want something different. We always want something else. To be someone else, to feel like something else, like just not what we have. And I'm very guilty of that as well. I was scrolling on my phone a little too long for today. Oops. I just wasn't motivated. And nor did I have the discipline today. But I came across this video and I really like and appreciate watching scientists, chemists, biologists, biochemists do the work, because I know how hard it is. I know how difficult it is. And when they post it, it's like, dang, that's so cool. And this lady, she was on posting about what she does. And she works specifically on syphilis. I think it's when the baby's brain doesn't grow or something, like some child, baby disorder, disease, I'm not exactly for sure. And she's a biochemist, because that's what biochemists do. They work with proteins and they work with understanding the chemistry, but also the biology. Biochemist. And I was just thinking, I was like, man, I wish I would like to do that, to do something meaningful, to do some research like that. But then I'm like, oh, yeah, I did a dabble and a taste of that in my biochemistry class. I'm like, I didn't really like it. And I caught myself wanting to like something that I don't. Wanting to like something that I currently am in-ish. But I don't necessarily like. And I was just thinking it through, that I was not given the passion, given the desire to do something like that. To do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think when we want to be something that we're not, and that we weren't meant to be, we kind of look astray. We do ourselves a disservice, because if we're not meant to be that, that's okay. If we're not meant to explore that, that's okay. And I think when you have that okayness, that you have that peace in yourself, I'm getting there, that it's like an experience that you're just like content. I don't know that feeling yet, but I'm working towards it as well. But it just kind of made me think about it and like reflect, like, I'm not supposed to be something that I'm not. That I feel like I've tried to be so many things that I don't feel like that's me fully. And I've tried to be like, I tried doing chemistry and it's not really my cup of tea. I tried doing research chemistry, not really my cup of tea either. I tried doing wet lab, no thank you. I've done dry lab, no thank you. And I think it's time to explore other things, and I think it's very nerve-wracking to do something different, to try to explore new things. But isn't it scarier doing the same thing? Like, a person that I'm very close with, they asked me, because I was just telling them that I've been like struggling, like with all of this, and they were like, I don't mean this in a bad way, but why do you do it? Like, why do I take these internships that are all chemistry related that I know I'm not gonna like necessarily? And my first reaction was to wall up and be like, you can't blame me for this. Like, why would you say that? Like, you know that I didn't try to do that, and yada yada yada. Like, I didn't know. It's not my fault. But I didn't. I said, well, I guess I just wanted to take one more swing at chemistry. See if I wanted to pursue computational chemistry. To see if I would want to do that for my PhD, or to pursue a PhD. And it had so many benefits to it as well. Opportunities, people I get to meet, all the different places I could go and travel, and this just being such a big travel opportunity for me. And I think at the end of the day, you just have to try. Sometimes trying is better than not doing anything at all. But I did give it an honest swing at maybe doing a PhD and pursuing something. And I realized that I want to pursue making connections, building a team, building something bigger than me. And I think in certain capacities you have that, for certainly in chemistry, and in any aspect of life. I just don't think that's the environment that I want to be in. And that's okay. And that's okay that I don't necessarily have the undergrad, the PhD timeline. Because not everybody does. And parts of me do wish I would. Parts of me wish that I could just be like every other chemistry, biochem, biologist interested in research. I sometimes do, because that would be so easy. And I know I would be able to form all the skills that I needed, and I know that I would have enough background to be able to support my endeavors. And, not but. And I think all of these opportunities have been able to guide me in where I'm meant to be. That I shouldn't feel bad that I don't necessarily want to do the most common, the most normal route, because that's the thing that makes me different. That's the thing that makes me unique. That's the thing that helps me stand out. And I don't think we should ever shy away from that. If you are a minority, if you have a untraditional background, if you have unique experiences that only you have, don't shy away from them. Truly don't. Because I think we can dilute ourselves just so many different degrees just to fit in. We change our perspectives and our thoughts and our beliefs to fit in. And you can apply all of this information, big picture, to yourself. Just because I'm talking about science and chemistry doesn't mean that you can't apply it to your job, or your life, or your school, or whatever you want to fill in the blank with. Because all of us have had a time in our life that we wish that we could have been something, someone, done something else than who we are, and who we truly feel who we are. But we know that's not who we are, that's not what we want, that's not what we want, that's not what we want to become. And that's hard, but it's okay. Because it's building you into something bigger than what you could have ever imagined and what you could have ever dreamed of. You just have to say yes to the hard things. You just have to say yes to the difficult tasks. Because an amazing life is not made from easy choices. each person has their own definition of an easy life. And I think the life that we want is only obtained through hard choices. And if that's saying yes to the person that you want to become, say yes, accept your fate, and push through it. No matter what, no matter how hard it gets, no matter anything. Because you deserve something bigger than your life could ever imagine, bigger than what you would ever want. Just because you're human, just because you're a living being, just because you're enough. Just because you're a human and you are simply enough because you are human is a reason why you should accept yourself for who you are and not want to be something that you're not just because it's easier. Because if you choose something that's easier now, fully transparent, if you choose the thing that's easy now, your future self will have it harder. And I've seen it happen. I've seen it with the people around me, and that they've had a hard life, and that they've made certain decisions, tiny decisions every single day. And it's compounded, and it has affected their life, for the better and for the worst. And I think sometimes you have to learn from other people's experiences just as much as you would learn from your own. So, take it from me. Take it with a grain of salt. Take it with how much ever you want. But don't wish something that you're not. Because there's a reason why you don't want that. There's a reason why you want to do something different. So let your differences make you stand out. Food for thought.